Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So in today's video I will be testing the Apollo Intensa Emozione in multiplayer, of course, at a rank of 1634. The tuning is at 0505 and 5050. In the previous video where I tested this car at a rank of 1610, I have explained everything regarding the 5 videos I will upload at different ranks of this car that will be tested in multiplayer, so be sure to check that out before you watch the rest of this video. I will not be commentating over the entire course of this video. I will point out the main bits and the differences between this rank and the previous rank I tested at, and I will be doing that for each of the videos. So the main thing I want to talk about for this car is the handling, which has not changed from the first video itself because there's no upgrades, and you see that right here, the micro drifts aren't really that great and I go really wide. And also in some of the curves the handling is a bit hard to perfect, so if you're going to tune this car at any of these ranks, then something that you'll have to put up with is the handling. Now of course the nitro has been tuned from level 4 to level 5, which is the maximum level you can apply at, and the top speed of course increases as well. You can only see that difference in longer tracks such as Tokyo itself, and yes, maybe in some of the other tracks that might be noticeable. Oh, and by the way, just ignore this over here. This again is due to the handling. I could not handle that car well in that section of that track. Every time I tried to steer to the left or right, the car would not be responsive. So I will re-emphasize that handling is a bit challenging to perfect. So like I was saying regarding the top speed, it is only noticeable in the longer tracks where there are bigger straights where you can take the full advantage of the car and its top speed. Another important thing I want to mention is the matchmaking. Now out of all the 5 videos I have recorded at the different ranks, I found that the rank this car is at, which is at 1634, has been the most challenging out of all of the different ranks. I come up across a lot of cars that are multiplayer tuned, of course a lot of Apollo Intensa Emoziones, but mainly Audi R8 e-tron special editions as well. And in these videos you'll see that I wreck either at the start of the race or in the middle of the race, and therefore the other cars take advantage of that, and to catch them up is not an easy task because they are multiplayer tuned as well and they are going very fast. So I found that at this rank you will come across maybe the hardest challenges is something that I would say, and if you wreck then you will have a tough time catching them up unless you are very skilled, of course. But overall at this rank I would say that this car is a really good car to use for multiplayer. Of course this car itself has been proven to beat the Aston Martin Vulcan, and now we have the McLaren X2, which is the new king. But aside from that, those of you who don't have that car, this car will prove to be a very good car to use. I prefer to keep it multiplayer tuned. So just to summarize very quickly what I have said throughout the video, the handling is something that I found to struggle with. The top speed of course is great alongside its nitro duration, which doesn't change. Again, I've explained everything in that first video, so watch that if you haven't already. Matchmaking wise, you will come across what I believe is the hardest competitions that I have faced so far, but that does not mean that this car cannot beat them. This car performs very well overall, so it's something that you will enjoy using. That's all for now. Remember the next episode where I will tune this car slightly further and it will be at a higher rank. That video will be uploaded hopefully next week as well, so be on the lookout for that. Take care, and as always I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye.
on what we made her. Can't get enough of you, boo, I'm a chaser. Face her, now I feel a little major. Blink of an eye, ego, I'ma take her, shake her. Yeah, she was a born shaker. She shake me out that door to no place. Damn, why you doing all that? Thought you was my wife, but you stabbed me in the back. Something like a rose when we came out there. We settle facts like Da Vinci. I'm breaking codes, so breaking backs. Come on.